Think about yesterday. You woke up, checked your phone, got dressed, rushed through breakfast, or maybe skipped it, sat through meetings, answered messages, dealt with problems you didn't ask for. And by the time you finally got to bed, you were exhausted. But here's the question. Were you busy living or just busy? Because there's a difference. And most of us have spent years confusing one for the other. Mark Twain once said, "The two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why." The first day, we had no choice in. We didn't ask to be here. We just arrived. But the second day, that one is entirely up to us. And here's what's strange. Most people can tell you exactly what they did last Tuesday. They can name every show they've been watching, every place they want to travel, every goal they're chasing at work. But ask them why they're doing any of it, why they're really here, and the room goes quiet. Not because they're stupid, not because they don't care, but because that question is terrifying. Psychologists have a term for this. It's called cognitive avoidance, the very human habit of filling our lives with noise so we don't have to hear what's underneath. And the most socially acceptable form of cognitive avoidance? Being busy. Think about it. When someone asks how you're doing, what's the most common answer? "I've been so busy." We wear it like a badge. Like busyness is proof that we matter, that we're moving forward, that we're doing something right. But here's the psychological truth. Busyness and purpose are not the same thing. You can be completely, exhaustingly busy and still feel completely empty. Research in psychology actually supports this. Studies on what's called action crisis, the moment people realize they've been running hard in the wrong direction, show that the busiest periods of people's lives are often the least meaningful, not the most. Because motion is not the same as direction. A hamster on a wheel is incredibly busy. It's also going nowhere. And I say this not to judge, because I think we've all been that hamster at some point. Running, spinning, telling ourselves that as long as we keep moving, everything is fine. The young version of us thinks, "I'm still young, I have time." The working version of us thinks, "I'm too tired right now, maybe later." The distracted version of us thinks, "There's a trip I want to take, a person I want to meet, a show I need to finish." And later becomes the place where we store all the questions we're not ready to face. So why is the question, "Why am I here?" so frightening? There are two fears hiding inside it. The first fear is, what if I ask and I still don't know the answer? That silence feels unbearable. We'd rather be uncertain and busy than uncertain and still, because at least busy feels like progress. The second fear is even deeper. What if I ask and I don't like the answer? What if the life you've been building, the career, the routine, the identity, turns out to not be yours? What if you've been living someone else's version of your life this whole time? That's a genuinely scary thought. And the mind is very, very good at protecting us from scary thoughts. It hands us a phone. It fills our calendar. It reminds us that rent is due and emails are waiting. And just like that, the question gets buried again. Psychologist Sheldon Solomon, who spent decades studying human motivation, found that much of what drives human behavior isn't ambition or passion, it's avoidance of existential discomfort. We stay busy because stillness forces us to confront things we're not sure we're ready for. But here's the thing about burying a question. It doesn't go away. It just gets heavier. Now, we are not going to stand here and tell you to quit your job and go find your passion. That's not what this is about. Because finding your why isn't a single dramatic moment. It's rarely a lightning bolt. It's more like slowly adjusting your eyes to the dark. What we are saying is this: the shift doesn't start with finding the answer. It starts with being willing to ask the question. Not once, not in a journal entry you write at 2 a.m. and never open again, but slowly, honestly, over time. What makes me feel alive? What would I regret not trying? When do I feel most like myself? These aren't questions you answer in an afternoon, but they are questions worth living inside of. Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist who survived the Holocaust and dedicated his life to understanding human meaning, wrote that the deepest human need isn't pleasure or power, it's meaning. And meaning, he said, is not something you find, it's something you notice in the moments when you're fully present, fully yourself. You've already had those moments. You just may not have stopped long enough to recognize them. Mark Twain gave us 2 days. The first one already happened. You were there, you just don't remember it. The second one? It might have already happened too, quietly, in a moment you almost didn't notice. Or it might still be coming, waiting for the day you finally slow down enough to let it arrive. Either way, it's not too late. It's never too late for the second day. So here's what we will leave you with. Not a plan, not a 5-step formula, just a question. What would your life look like if you stopped being busy long enough to actually live it? You don't have to answer that today, but maybe let it sit with you. Because the fact that you're asking means the second day is already closer than you think. And if this kind of question is the type you want to keep exploring, the ones that make you think a little differently about yourself and the world around you, then you're already in the right place. This is the Mind Echoes, where we explore the quiet psychology behind everyday life. If today's video resonated with you, a like really does help more people find these conversations. And if you want to keep asking the deeper questions, hit subscribe. There's a lot more to explore together. I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, be kind to your mind.